Yo, what's going on guys, XpertFusion here, and today I'm going to be going over some information regarding Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies that has been kind of talked about within the recent video that they uploaded on their YouTube channel with the whole reveal, as well as what's been said on Treyarch blogs and Charlie Intel. And there's some interesting gameplay related information that I wanted to go over. We're not going to talk about story or any of the specifics from the trailer. If you guys want to see my trailer breakdown, I've already just uploaded that, as well as a trailer reaction, or if you want to see the full live stream where I was watching the reveal and we talked a little bit about it afterwards, you can go watch that as well. But this is going to talk about these specific gameplay features that they have talked about, and some of them are pretty interesting, and we're going to kind of talk about whether or not I think they're good features or bad features, and we'll kind of go from there. So I'll also talk just maybe a fun little commentary maybe we'll do later as well, so we'll see what happens. So first of all, weapon rarity. So in addition to the return of the Pack-a-Punch machine to transform your weapon, all weapons will now have a rarity associated with them. The higher the rarity, the greater the damage output and attachments for the weapon. For the first time, this will allow any weapon in the game to be sustainable in later rounds. This also adds more variety and fun to finding new weapons through wall buys and the mystery box. I love this. It sounds similar to Infinite Warfare's weapon variants almost. So like you have, each weapon has a set of variants. Like you got the common, the uncommon, the rare, the epic or legendary, whatever. You have these different rarities between them, so it makes guns, even like the pistols, still really good if you're using the legendary or epic versions, but they're not like Infinite Warfare. We have to get them out of a loot box or spend in-game currency to get them. It seems like these are things that you just kind of get, you just kind of find on the map. It doesn't really say exactly how you get them, but I'm pretty sure it's something through gameplay, which I think sounds fantastic, and I'm really excited to see how that plays out in the full game. We have field upgrades. So outside of weaponry, players can deploy field upgrades as proactive abilities that add another layer to the squad-based tactics. Charge them up by killing zombies, then deploy them in time of desperate needs. From offensive buffs to abilities that aid in evasion or healing and reviving, these field upgrades are made to fit numerous playstyles and situations. This is literally exactly like the World War II specialist abilities, which I think was a pretty cool system. I hope they have a decent amount of them. I hope it's not just like 4 abilities. I hope they have like 12 or something and you can choose between them. It'll kind of make for, deciding which ones you want to use it a little more interesting. Either that, or it's going to be something you get in game. It seems like it's going to be a class-based system where it's something you choose outside of the game, which I'm completely fine with. I think that sounds pretty cool for a game. I know people aren't a big fan of specialist weapons, but it doesn't sound like weapons. It sounds like it's abilities. So I'm pretty happy with that. Next up, we have equipment. Around the map, you can craft and find lethal, tactical, and support equipment. So this is cool. So lethal, tactical equipment, you get it from crafting, so you actually make it yourself, which is really awesome. Lethal, tactical equipment are similar to the equipment found in multiplayer, like frag grenades, while support equipment is home to high-powered offensive weaponry. So that sounds like it might be stuff like, grenade launchers, sentry turrets. They have explosive bows, apparently, and the chopper gunner. So the Killstreak is actually a, technically going to be in the sort of equipment slot, but it's not going to be like a RB or LB. I assume it'll be probably on the D-pad somewhere, and these are all tools that can deliver a massive power spike when your squad needs it most. So that sounds awesome. They're going to be using a lot of these specialist weapons and score streaks from, well, not specialist weapons, but score streaks from multiplayer, and they're going to put them into zombies via these equipment, which that sounds cool. Perks, classic zombie perks are back with a reimagined Cold War aesthetic. Like I said, those perk machines look absolutely beautiful, including the return of timeless classics like Juggernog and Speed Cola. Interestingly, we didn't see Double Tap in there, so I'm curious to see if Double Tap's even going to be in the game. I have no idea. And of course, they are now, cans rather than actual bottles, which I think is pretty cool. And last but not least, we have the XFill, which is a really interesting thing. So instead of perishing to the Horde, Black Ops Cold War Zombies provides a new option to escape with your life when you're feeling overrun if you dare. If the whole squad is in trouble, you can opt to XFill the undead combat via helicopter. All those zombie spawns will dial it up to 11. You should expect to earn some rewards if your squad completes this final push to survive. So this sounds interesting, and the reason why I actually really like this idea is because there's a lot of times where I'm playing zombies and I just get kind of bored because I'm going on for like, high rounds. I'm like maybe in the 30s or something. I'm like, I don't really want to continue. I really like this because you don't just have to end the game now. You don't just have to kill yourself and call it a day and just be like, okay, you got nothing out of it. Now you can actually kind of do a risk system where you can get good rewards. I have no idea what the rewards are going to be, but you get rewards for essentially ending the game, but instead escaping a helicopter and getting the hell out of there. The game still ends, so you still, end at the round, but you feel a little more accomplished rather than just dying. So I kind of like that. You know, I'm not going to use it that often unless the rewards are really good, but I'll use it if I just don't feel like playing anymore. You know, I'm more of an Easter egg guy, so I'll be trying to go for those Easter eggs, but if I don't feel like playing, you got a great system, and I think that's actually going to play out really cool for the full game, so I'm just really damn excited. Some other information, obviously, is that it will have a battle pass, you know, system in it. Obviously, Cold War is going to have the battle pass. It seems like progression will be allowed in zombies, which is great. And there's going to be shared progression between the modes. So when you level up your weapons in one mode, you level up in another mode. So that sort of a deal, which I think is a good system as well. Overall, I'm just really pleased with this reveal. I've been seeing a lot of hate on it on Twitter, and I kind of expected that because what else is there? What else is going to happen, right? Everyone hates everything these days, but I think from the main zombies players, like the main YouTubers and all that, everyone seems pretty excited. I think the main, you know, concerns are related to the created class system, the fact that you can now apparently choose whatever gun you want to start with, but I don't know. They didn't really specify that. They kind of just said if you want to spawn in with an AR, you can or something, but I don't know exactly what they mean by that. I don't think that's going to ruin the game, though. I think there could be flaws with it, and we'll see how it plays out. And I think they're definitely open to changing things because they actually have some, you know, community managers now, like Tony Flame, for example, who actually works in zombies. So that's great. We can talk to him on Twitter and stuff and be like, yo, I don't really like the system, so maybe you guys should, you know, do something about it. You know, that sort of a deal. If we all come out and say that, I'm sure they would make some changes. So when zombies does come out, if we don't like something, I'm sure there's a better chance of it getting fixed. Black Ops 4 was a different scenario where there really wasn't much communication between the zombies developers and the community, so things just kind of went shitty, and it was just a whole problem. And let's just, you know, let's talk about the problems that game had, the better. I like Black Ops 4. I'm not saying it's terrible, but I'm just saying there was a lot of issues with communication between the devs and community. I feel like we can do better this time around. Hopefully we will, because that trailer, man, very promising. I was worried it was not going to have much color. I was worried it was going to be too World War II like. It wasn't going to have, you know, much fun to it. It wasn't going to have much flavor. It was going to be more, you know, serious, overly serious. But once they started playing Tainted Love, which is a song that actually was in Spaceland as well, I was just like, yeah, they're doing it right. And then the power turns on and you get these like purple glowy shit, and it's like all moon-like almost. It kind of feels like Moon, but a little bit better. And then you have the outdoor areas, and then you have these screenshots of these epic looking zombies. You have this like Brutus looking zombie, which I don't even know. We didn't see this in the trailer, but it's a screenshot and it just looks absolutely sick. And these gameplay mechanics sound pretty good. You have some returning perks. We have some cool operators. Samantha Maxis is in the damn game apparently. Like, there's just so many things that sound so good about this. I don't think it's gonna flop. I just don't. I think it's gonna. And this is just Die Maschine. This is just one of the maps. We still have the Vietnam map, which is leaked to coming out, and we're probably gonna get Nocturne and Totem as it's like a little survival map for fun. And we are getting Dead Ops Arcade 3. I forgot to mention Dead Ops Arcade 3. Treyarch practically confirmed it. So we're getting a lot for this game, man, and that's really exciting to hear. And we're getting free DLC as well for zombies. There's a lot they can do, and I'm really excited. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.